And we're back for episode 2 of Let's Play the Withering. Thanks for joining us. Let's go ahead and jump right in. We need to pull up our roster and get our equipment moved around and get ready to head out. Since this is white, I'm just going to throw it on something. Go ahead and get our ammo moved over. And usually I don't hold on to weapons, but with this being the first couple, I'm going to go ahead and move them. And probably throw them on another character here. Go ahead and get rid of this junk. I guess the bison is a primary weapon. Okay, we got 5.56 and 5.56. And we've already picked up quite a bit of 5.56, so that's pretty nice. Make sure we got our backpack and everything. And let's go. Gonna go ahead and keep going to Woodsfield Center, just trying to pick up everything we need to start getting our camp upgraded. Not really looking for any extra survivors just yet, although one wouldn't hurt. I don't know, we might do that. We might try to find a survivor today. Survivors produce labor, which make your camp upgrades go a little quicker, but they also cost food, so... And we'll probably actually get started on upgrading camp here in this episode. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got a M60, the huge clip. I think those are both fully automatics. This one may not be, but we'll go ahead and start with it. See if there's anything worth picking up here. Alright, and just trying to find anything that's going to help in the future here. Ooh, some body armor, that's going to come in real handy. Alright, and then the way I like to do this is I cover the perimeter of the building first. And then we'll go ahead and run through the actual building, see what we can't find in there. Just kind of my way of making sure I get everything I can. And since that's just white, we're not going to worry about picking it up. Now, gotta watch out for that, because sometimes the light blue, which I believe is rare, kind of looks white, but just heard a zombie somewhere. seeing it. Might have been behind that wall. There's one. Go ahead and clean this up a little bit. I try to always keep a full clip in my weapon. After any kill, I like to go ahead and reload. Just ensures if I get in a situation where I need it, there as much as there can be available. Head on to, I think we're gonna go search some houses and see if we can't find any more survivors. One would be okay if we pick up a couple. It's not the end of the world. We'll just have to get our farm going a little sooner. When we're in buildings, I generally stick with melee weapons, just because in close combat it's a little bit easier. Just systematically search everything. I try not to waste any extra time picking up anything I don't need. But it's just the way I play the game. Anybody else can play it and actually use all the food and stuff. I've never really figured it out, because usually your character will last long enough to make it through a day. When I first started this game, I had the policy to collect everything and then sort it all out later. Got limited storage and it just gets clogged up with that extra stuff that half the time you don't end up needing. And if you do need it, you can generally find it somewhere. Coming up empty. Nothing. survivors, no weapons worthwhile. Darn it. Alright. Sometimes it is a little easy to get turned around in this game, so watch out for that. See the flares from the window? No. It's pretty close. It's probably in that field behind us. We'll check it out once we get this cleared. Maybe it's not over there. Don't know where it is. I'll just go ahead and keep searching. Don't generally pick up materials too much in these buildings, but this is the best place I've found to come across survivors. And there's usually some weapons and ammo. Try to make it in and out as fast as possible. I'm hoping eventually the game developers make the zombies a little more responsive to sound. Because right now I can fire off 357 pretty close to a zombie and not attract its attention, which isn't very likely. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they don't hear it all. I don't know. And the search goes on. I try to get the most out of every search party by making sure that I stay from dawn till dusk. Sometimes if I get overwhelmed or something, there's these things called parasites we haven't ran into yet, but when we do, you'll see what I'm talking about. But when you run into those and you're not prepared for them, you gotta get out of there in a hurry. Game's not being very nice to me today, not giving me any survivors. Almost might have been better off just keeping the search for materials going. Alright, try this one out. Might end up using that. There we go. Yay, a survivor. And he says, let me grab my things and I will join you soon. Then he just disappears. You don't have to hang out, wait for him or anything. Alright, so we were successful there. Now I think we might push on and see if we can't find some more materials. Go ahead and head over to the street over here. Better luck of finding the things like what we're looking for. And pull out the right weapon for the job as well. Thought I just heard another flare, but I guess not. Don't need an energy drink. Although those do come in handy sometimes for refilling stamina. And I don't really worry too much about what outfit everybody's wearing. I will try to later on, if I pick up some higher quality outfits, I do. Oh, we got a crawler. Let's see here. Switch over to this. Don't need those. Not a bad find. back down the other way on the other side of the street. Starting to lose daylight, so just trying to find everything I can before it starts getting too dark. Ooh, fabric, that'll come in handy. Ooh, we got another crawler. I might stand back and try to take her out. What'd she drop? Nothing worth a darn, of course. I was gonna say, I knew she was over here. That's a little better. Hey, hey. One of the first things we're going to need to get started, hopefully we've got all the right resources for when we get back to camp, is definitely going to need a bigger storage area. Starting to fill up what we've got. Down this way there's a oh, I don't know what what you'd call it. A building that's usually got some decent materials down here. Ooh, there's a parasite. And we have a gun that I think we can... Heck yeah, 150 experience. And he dropped us a couple greens. Right on. Not too bad. Yeah, those parasites, they are mean. But I don't like to run away from them because 150 experience comes in quite handy. Alright guys, I think we're pretty much close enough to out of daylight to go ahead and call it. We'll go ahead and go back to camp and get the night's plans into place. Or the day's plans, rather. Alright, we're back at the camp. Since we're still on day one, that's why that darn thing keeps popping up. Go ahead and get our equipment moved around. 45. Alright, and if you can see, we've already got more than we can keep in our inventory. Go ahead and move this over, unload and dismantle it. And let's go ahead and see. The only reason I'm collecting these guns right now is just to get everybody armed up. Okay. Alright, so now worry about what we're doing with the camp here. Let's see, status, we've got 2 food consumption and 0 production. So yeah, we definitely want to look at construction, and we can afford to construct a farm, so let's go ahead and get that going. Let's see here. We only need 15 more labor for it. So let's see if we can do managed rations. Our construction's complete. Now they're working on managed rations. It's the nighttime, and they didn't quite get it done yet, but it's day 2, which means it's the day we want to be ready to go ahead and go do another resource run, or 2 actually. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Hope to see you next time. Have a great day.